Hey everybody, it's Carm here, coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon. I felt like coming on, something a little different this time, non-musical this time around. A few weeks back I was by my grandparents, and they had recently had kind of a yard sale, garage sale, and they did pretty well, although there were some things, they didn't sell, and what was left over they just gave away to the rest of us in the family and close friends. And I picked up a few things, just because they interesting kind of vintage items that looked curious, and I'm not sure what I'll do with them ultimately, but I figured I'd just show them for posterity and for those who are interested. I'm thinking of a fellow on YouTube in particular. His name, he goes under the name Atco21117, I believe, and is a really great channel I've been watching for the last couple of years, and he specializes in collecting and showing various vintage items, electronics, old toys, just all kinds of things. So really enjoyable. So I figure he would find these particularly interesting, and can't help but think of Colin Medicine Horse too. I think he'd like these things also, and whoever else is interested. So yeah, just a few things here to show here. Starting with a little vintage clock radio here. I'm thinking probably from the 70s. Obviously pre-digital. You can see where the numbers move there. Yeah, you have the day, which moves, and here is the actual. You set the alarm by just setting it here. On the back, there's like a tab you press or pull up, and that sets it for you. I tried it out, and it works, although it tends to lag behind by like 10-12 minutes, so I don't know if I'll get much use out of it, but it was fun to find this. This was a pretty neat one. I think it was the first thing I came across. A nice old vintage answering machine. You can see a reel-to-reel there. It opens up here. Change the tape. Yeah, you've got your settings here, play, stop, rewind, record, volume, erase, little meter here for the sound. This is pretty neat. As a kid, I remember having one, just the one where you change it with the cassettes, those answering machines, but this obviously goes back well before that. Came with a microphone too, so you could record for the folks who are calling. Leave your message. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And this is a fun one. Got a vintage cell phone. Not sure of the year on this or the era. Really cool case here. That's a Motorola. It came with a charger, and I charged it up, and it indicated that it was charging, but it wouldn't turn on. So I don't know, maybe the battery's bad, or I'm not even sure how these really worked back then. You see the antenna low, so that was pretty fun. Kind of post brick, but before what we have now, with the smartphones and everything. Let's see a couple more things. Pardon me, folks. Had a kind of almost like a Walkman, somewhere between like a Walkman and a transistor radio. Yeah, Centurion AM/FM stereo receiver. Took it out of the package here. And it's like new. It was sealed up, so it probably maybe it only been used a couple times, and then just repackaged. It's like fun. A little carrying case with it, and headphones. Remember when they all used to look like these when you get your Walkman back then? So that was pretty neat. And just a couple other things. Feels funny not showing music this time. It's been a while. This is another clock radio, actually. Clock, radio alarm clock. See the various settings there. What's different about this one is, and I tried it out, it works just fine. It has this bracket here, which you could mount to maybe like your countertop, or if you have some kind of shelving, you can just place it a certain way. So yeah, who knows, maybe I'll find a spot for this. It's pretty weighty. It's got to be, feels like it's got to be maybe 3 or 4 pounds. It's got a little heft to it. That was pretty neat to come across. Years ago, I think when I was a kid, and even maybe into my 20s, I was, kind of into antiquing and thrifting a little more. And I mean, nowadays it's just, music and books. But I thought it's kind of fun to find these. I'm really trying to get rid of stuff, but I figure after this, who knows what I'll do with these ultimately. Got a vintage mini TV here, my TV. I'm guessing from the maybe somewhere between the mid 70s to early to mid 80s. And there it is, the actual size. Yeah, 4.5 Sonic 4.5 mini television. Yeah, very basic. You have the volume, power, tuning, UHF, VHF. So that was pretty fun coming across this. All these things, which I hadn't seen, up close, these vintage items in a while. Even in the thrifts, I don't really see these that are quite this old. So, some of them bring me back to my own childhood. So, it's pretty neat. So yeah, just wanted to come on real quick and show some of these. And like I said, I'm not sure, what I'll do with them. Maybe I'll, I know Atco, on his channel, he has a game room, which he devotes to displaying a lot of the, things that he finds, these various vintage items. And who knows, maybe I'll find a little corner somewhere, and ultimately where I'll just, place some of these just for, just fun and nostalgic purposes. So yeah, I'd recommend checking out Atco's channel. It's really a lot of fun. He just came up with a video, came out a couple days ago, doing, does like a lot of yard sale and flea market finds and things like that. So yeah, it's worth checking out. So yeah, just wanted to come on real quick, and still going through current listens, and get to one of those soon, and have a couple ideas for other ones too, maybe to insert here and there. So yeah, well, till next time, hope you're all well, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and joy.